we'll continue working on account deletion functionality. So now I'm going to create new road as well as new controller that is going to handle the request to delete an account. Let's switch over to the terminal and run make controller. Here we'll specify the name for the new controller. I will call it delete account, and I'll make this controller invocable, which means that it's going to have only one action, which will be represented by the invoke magic method. If we'll open up newly generated controller delete account, in here we will see only one action, method invoke. So now I'm gonna go into delete account template and specify the new road, which will be used as a handler for the account deletion form. Let's use the following name for this road, delete account.destroy. And just because we're going to use delete HTTP method while sending this form, let's use method directive and specify the delete method name, like so. Now we'll have to create new road, which will use delete method. And for that, let's duplicate one of the existing roads. And right here, I'll specify delete method name. The address of this road will be the same as the previous one. And just because we're using invocable controller to handle this road, we're going to specify only controller name without explicitly specifying method name. I'm gonna use delete account.destroy as a name, and we're going to assign only one middleware for this road, which will be verified, which means that only users who have verified their email address will be able to delete their accounts. Alright, cool, and now the most important thing will be to write a logic to delete user's account after they will click this delete button. So for now, I'm going to redirect users to the register page after they will remove their account. In this case, we're specifying that we want to be redirected to the road with the name register. And along with that, we're also going to save the message into session variable under the status key, saying that your account has been successfully deleted. And in order to show this session variable in the view, I'm gonna copy this session block and paste it onto a register page. And that message that we have previously saved into the session before redirecting users to the register page will be shown in here. Alright, but if we're going to try and delete user's account, instead of being redirected to the register page, we are redirected to the profile page. And the reason to that is that the register page uses middleware which will redirect all authenticated user away, because register road is only available for non-authenticated users, just like login road. And so to make this redirection work as intended, firstly we have to log the current user out, and we can do so by using auth class and calling logout method, like so, and this way the current user will be logged out, and right after that will be redirected to the register page. And this time, as you can see, if I'm gonna press delete button, sure enough, we'll be redirected to the register page. And besides that, we're also seeing our message that we have previously saved into the user session. But of course, we have just logged the user out and redirected him to the register page without deleting his account. So right now, I'm going to log back in, and we're going to write the logic to delete user account. Let's open up delete account controller, and here I'm going to get the currently authenticated user by calling method user on the auth class. This will give us the eloquent model of the authenticated user, and we can use method delete to delete this current user. This way, user record will be permanently removed from the user's table in the database. Then we're logging user out on the next line. And normally when user logs out, we usually regenerate current user session, meaning that we are removing all user session data, and also we are regenerating user's CSRF token by calling the regenerate token method. Both of these methods, invalidate as well as regenerate token, we have called on the current user's session object that we have received by calling method session on the current request. So as you can see in the database, there is one user record in the users table. And now if I'm gonna go ahead and try to remove user's account, after that, let's open up database and make sure that the user record is gone now. As you can see, it is. And that CSRF token has also been regenerated and stored under the cookie with the name XSRF token. Alright, now I'm gonna have to create new user by registering again. After that, let's open up profile page. This page is protected by password confirmation middleware, so we are required to confirm user password first to see this page. The delete account page is protected by email verification middleware. Let's verify email address by opening up user's inbox and clicking verify email address button. Now I prefer to add a little bit of JavaScript to this deletion account functionality and confirm that the user really wants to approve this action and that he did not click this delete button by accident. I'm going to add a little bit of JavaScript in here. By adding click handler to this button, we're doing so by using onClick attribute. And right here we can call the function confirm, which is available in browser's JavaScript. And what this will basically do is it's going to show additional alert asking the user if he really wants to delete his account. So here we're asking if the user wants to delete his account because this action cannot be undone. Let's make sure that this onClick attribute is specified in the proper place. Should be used directly on top of this button tag. And the next time we're going to click this delete button, we're supposed to see such confirmation dialog. And if we'll click cancel, nothing happens. So this acts as an extra layer of protection that the user did not click that delete button by an accident. Alright, cool. I'm going to create new user account once again. Open up profile page. This page is protected by password confirmation middleware, so let's confirm our password. And now let's consider a couple of improvements that we can do to our file with rows. So right here, the first 4 rows are supposed to use OS middleware since these rows have to be available only for authenticated users. And so instead of specifying OS middleware for each row individually, we can group all these rows by using group method on the row class like this and wrap all those rows within the callback. And as the first parameter, we're specifying that to all these rows we have to apply OS middleware. So now we don't have to specify this middleware individually to each row. Let's remove these usages. Actually, let's also not ask for password confirmation when user tries to navigate to the profile page, since we already have an example of using password confirmation middleware for account deletion page. And sometimes these row definitions might get quite long, so I prefer to break down these row definitions on multiple lines, like so. Alright, let's get back to the browser, open up account deletion page. We firstly have to verify our email in order to access this page. Let's click verify email address link, and one more time remove our account. I'll click delete button, confirm my action, and there we go. We have successfully removed the account, and the user record is gone from the users table. At the very end, I'm gonna show an alternative way to apply middleware to the whole group of rows. Instead of specifying it this way, we can also call middleware method and specify the middleware that should be used for each row from this group as the first parameter into this method call. And this is finally it for the account deletion functionality. Link to the source code of this project will be, as always, in the video description.